AJ, what up, man? March Madness week. You're playing in Utah. Lots going on. How's life right now?
It's good. We're headed to the Final Four in our league, so it's going good on our side.
Okay, we'll talk about BYU's pursuit of a Final Four. But first, tell us what it was like to play in Highland in front of some BYU fans that came to the game.
It was good. I told Spence last week, let's try to get a mini rock, and definitely some guys showed out. There was a lot of blue in the stands. Everybody's a little scattered out, so it wasn't like a designated section for the rock, but there was a lot of support and it was fun.
You're seeing BYU blue, and that pops in the crowd, does it not?
Yeah, yeah, it was the bright royal blue, so yeah.
That's awesome. That's my favorite version of blue. Do you have like a preferred sort of blue and logos? Are you starting to get into that now?
I like our Cougar logo, like the OG one. So I think right
Yes.
now that's like my favorite one.
I love that one too. It's called the Beat Digger because apparently Cougars eat beets, and he's like scratching at the ground. That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
the
all right. So right
it's the
now,
Danny Ainge, 84 national championship, old school vibes. It's cool.
yeah.
I'm glad you love that one. That's awesome. Okay, talk to us about what happened over the weekend because I saw you guys held a team scoreless in a third quarter.
Yeah, so that was a grind session record. They didn't score in the third quarter, so we held them scoreless. They ended up scoring in the fourth, but that was probably one of our best quarters, if not the best quarter of defense that we had all year. So it was good.
What do you pride yourself on the most defensively?
I just have like one of those prides. Like I don't like getting scored on a lot. So I take pride in my on ball defense.
A lot of elite scorers don't care about defense. Why do you care about defense so much?
Like I said, it's that pride. Like I just don't like getting scored on. No matter who. Like if I'm playing against great scorers, if I'm not playing against great scorers, like I just don't like getting scored on. So I try to make it the toughest assignments. Obviously, there's guys where their job is to score, and they're probably one of the best scorers at their level. So you're gonna get scored on as a basketball player, but I try to make it as tough as possible.
Are you the guy that gets assigned or wants to be assigned the opposing team's best player?
Yeah. Yeah, so I usually ask. We have guys though. We have like Anthony Felici who plays tremendous defense. So it's usually one of us two guarding the best player, the best two players.
How do you have the energy to be great on both ends? Because that's hard.
Now it is hard, but it's just just try to get in the best shape. That's mainly it. So you could do both.
Do you have a great mile time? Do you have a great other kind of metric time? How are because you seem like you're in great shape.
The last time I did a mile was last year, and it was like 5:16 or something.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think
good.
like you had to go under like 5:30. I did like
Hmm.
5:16 or something.
Yeah. Nice. Also, you put up what a 31 point, 15-point performance Sunday. What was it like to get that kind of double double?
Now it was good. I had a double double in the first half. I was just trying to do a lot to impact winning. Could have had a guy that was making tough shots. So I was trying to just rebound so they don't get second chance opportunities.
And this week is the Final Four in Kansas. Is that right?
Yeah, Lawrence, Kansas. Yep.
You guys gonna win it all?
Yeah, that's the goal. It should be we should be playing. We play Fort Erie first out of Canada, who we lost to. So we're looking for revenge, and then whoever's on the other side, we should be ready to be prepared.
It's what you hope will be the first of many wins in Kansas, right? Playing in the Big 12.
Yeah, so that's my first time playing in the state of Kansas. We played in Kansas City, but that's Missouri. But
Yep.
yeah, we should go over there next year because they came over here. So we should
Yep.
play at what is it, Allen Fieldhouse next year, and that should be fun.
That's big time. I visited it last week for the first time since I was at the Big 12 tournament. And that gym's amazing. I mean, so much history. No air conditioning in that gym, by the way.
So it gets hot.
They bring some fans in, kind of cool it down,
Yeah,
but
but
apparently it
yeah,
gets warm.
based off of history, that's probably one of if not the toughest gyms to win in. It gets so loud and everything. So I'm excited to play there though.
You always 1-0 in that gym. They
Hey,
won
well,
last year. That was pretty good.
yeah.
Make it 2-0 next year if we play there. I hope that happens with you and Darren Peterson. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay. BYU gets the draw in the NCAA tournament. They're a 6 seed in Denver against VCU. What do you think of what's in front of the Cougars now?
I don't know much about VCU, so I don't want to speak on them. But we've been doing a great job. KY knows he's doing. Our whole staff know what they're doing. So they're probably practicing right now. So just get prepared.
Has anything during this season validated your choice in terms of like where BYU's headed from an individual development standpoint and a team standpoint? Because you picked BYU, you're coming here, but to see them kind of take off in this way, has that validated the decision for you?
Yeah, based off what they showed me on the visit was already enough validation. It's just proving my point to the public because the public was really like on my case about why go to BYU when you have all these options, and this is they're showcasing why. I mean, this is his first year, KY's first year, their second year in the Big 12, and they finished what, third in the Big 12.
Yep.
Now we're a sixth seed, so I mean, we're just rolling.
And that was with the non-conference that schedule that Kevin Young said, "Hey, we probably need to schedule tougher." And certainly they're expected to schedule tougher as people want to see you and the Cougs next year. So it's going to be awesome, man. What are you hoping kind of happens with the Cougars here in the NCAA tournament in terms of like who they are and what they can do here?
I mean, I think a lot of games still were ranked high, but we're gonna be the underdogs, like in people's brackets. So I mean, just taking that underdog role and just rolling with it, because I mean, some people might not respect them or might underestimate them, and we can really pounce on them and get early leads and just build that lead. But we have one of the tougher regions. We have Alabama in our region. We have Duke in our region. So I mean, we just gotta fill in the scale and just play hard.
I'll be honest. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Sweet 16 for this team.
Yeah,
VCU has a good defense, but BYU's shown that they've played in a tough league and won a bunch of quad one games. And then
yeah.
Wisconsin just had to play 4 games in 4 days, AJ, in the Big Ten tournament. They got to come over to Denver. This is an easy flight for BYU. What would a run by BYU like that to the Sweet 16 mean for the Cougars from your perception?
I mean, it'll just bring a lot of energy to Provo, and I think it'll carry a lot on to next year since if we validate ourselves with at least the Sweet 16, we know that should be at least what we should get next year. So I mean, it'll just bring a lot of hype and a lot of just joy to Cougar Nation.
So that's what you've thought about. Hey, we need to get at least a Sweet 16 when I'm in Provo.
When I get there, no, we have to win the championship. I'm
All
not
the
aiming.
way.
Yeah, I'm not aiming for a Sweet 16 now.
Let's go, dog. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Have you thought about March Madness? Like, is this the thing you've grown up kind of thinking about playing in and everything?
Yeah, I mean that's why I chose college actually, because I mean there's definitely pro routes I could have went, but watching March Madness, I always wanted to participate and play in it, so that's kind of why I chose college too. Other
What
than
are some?
my mom, I would go to college for
Yeah.
academics. Yeah.
Hey, you love mom. You got to do what she asks, right? What are some of your favorite March Madness memories over the years?
Um, I mean the most noticeable one is the Villanova game winner. I watched that on TV. Jalen Suggs half court. Um, those are like Kemba Walker step back. I mean, those are like the most notable ones that I remember watching.
Jalen Suggs, that one was tough because it was against UCLA, who got in the first four with Jaime Jaquez and Johnny Juzang, who are now in the NBA. And those guys beat BYU in the first round. And it was like, oh, man, we got beat by an 11 in 21. And then they go all the way to the Final Four where it's like, oh, they were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. Did you watch Jimmer Fredette? You probably would have been, what, 4 or 5 when he was making his run?
Yeah, I was too young.
Have you watched the highlights?
I've seen a couple of the highlights. He was getting crazy. Yeah.
Have you met Jimmer?
No, not in person though.
Nice. This is going to happen. This is
Oh
going to
yeah.
happen. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Can't wait. Give us the update on Xavier Staten and how's he doing off the court, on the court, as you guys continue to develop a relationship ahead of BYU.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I had he gave me a couple of assists this weekend. I just came from with him. We're in the calf. So I mean, we're just building that relationship early. He's getting better. I'm getting better. We're competing in practice. So I mean, it's just great, honestly.
What we eat in the calf today?
Lunch isn't ready yet. I mean, lunch is probably ready now,
Oh,
but
gotcha. After this, you go to lunch.
after this, we'll see what's for lunch.
Yeah. Are you like get hungry early guy? Or are you I eat late lunch? Like, how's the appetite around lunch?
Me usually I'm a breakfast guy, so I have to eat breakfast to like function. And then like I just get hungry. I don't know what it is. I just eat a lot of food. So I just get hungry. Like it don't matter what time. I can eat 4 meals and then I'll get hungry again. So yeah.
You're a 6'8" young man who's
But and
maybe
like
still growing.
because like 2 months ago I had no appetite. Like
Mm.
I would only eat like 2 times a day, but now I eat like 3, 4 times a day. So it really varies. I don't know. There's something wrong with me probably.
I was gonna say, did you find out what happened?
Nah.
Yeah, but I'm sure you can burn all that off.
Yeah. I officially weighed at 217, so I'm feeling good.
Gotcha. Do you have an ideal weight, like where you want to be?
By our first game, probably like 221, 222.
So you're
and
close.
kill body fat. Yeah.
You might be that after lunch. Who knows?
Nah, nah, nah.
Depends how hard you go, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess what's your advice for Cougar Nation and the team? What's your message to them on the NCAA tournament this week in Denver, man?
I'll follow the scout. Um, that's like the main thing. I mean, a lot of teams will actually like change their plays now because they know that we're gonna follow the scout. But I mean, personnel and analytics, I mean, it's March, so you never really know like who's gonna get off. But I mean, just play team bat. Like if you play team basketball, you really can't lose games. So I mean, team basketball and just go with the flow.
It was cool to see Richie Saunders win the most improved player in the Big 12 and then get a first team thing. I said, hey, that to me, that's the feather in Kevin Young's cap of look at how I develop guys. What have you seen from Richie and the staff that has kind of helped him and validate his hard work to be one of the best players in America?
I mean, some of the performances I've seen are just like crazy. Like he hits unbelievable shots. So it's like it's his work ethic, but yes, it's definitely KY's also like development too. But it ties hand in hand because without the work ethic, you can't be who you are. But without somebody pushing you at that level, you won't be who you are. So kudos to both guys.
Did you see that it came out that his great grandfather invented tater tots?
Thoughts? I seen that. Yeah.
Are you a tater tot guy?
Is that a
Do you
true
like
fact?
do you like tater tots?
Oh yes, I like tater tots.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
can thank Richie in person next time you see him, right?
yeah. I eat tater tots. Depending on what I'm eating though.
Tater tots for the win, man. He's the tater tot king. Well, AJ, best of luck at the semifinals and hopefully the finals in Kansas. Get that good juju where BYU won in Allen Fieldhouse. Keep that going, and good luck to the Cougs this week, right?
Good luck. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks for the time, man.